So we're very looking forward to doing this drilling campaign. We've got 2 rigs coming and we're trying to get a third.
Krakatoa Resources has raised just over $1.3 million to advance its drilling campaign at the Zobkido project. For more on this, I'm joined by Krakatoa's Executive Chairman, Colin Locke. Colin, it's great to have you on board with us today. How are you?
Thanks, Fawad. It's a great pleasure to be here and to see your viewers. Yeah, this raise, on behalf of the company, we'd like to certainly thank existing shareholders for their continuing support. And we'd also like to welcome new shareholders to the registry. And interestingly, we've got a big name that's emerging on the top 20 that's quite interesting as well. Being a company-led placement, we sent out invitations. It was an invitation-only case. And I can assure your viewers, we attracted some very good quality sticky money into this raise.
Sounds like you're kickstarting with quite a bit happening there. Colin, you've got a very busy few weeks ahead. The maiden diamond drilling campaign is set to start in July. We're just a couple of weeks away from that. Can you walk us through how these funds will be allocated exactly?
Sure. These funds will be totally allocated to this Zobkido drilling campaign, a maiden drilling campaign. It's actually confirmatory drilling. The Soviets have already got a very significant resource it's a primary antimony resource grading 11%. And they did that through a bunch of adits, out of which only 16 have been sampled to obtain that resource out of over 60. So we're very looking forward to doing this drilling campaign. We've got 2 rigs coming and we're trying to get a third.
Colin, we've been hearing about the Zobkido project for quite some time, and we've seen the development over the last few weeks. And I think July is set to be quite a big month for the project overall. Let's give investors watching this today a bit of an update on the project. Is everything on track for the drilling in July?
Definitely. Funny you mentioned on track. We've cleared the track. So now we're just in the last stages of clearing that track. So it's looking really good now. So we'll definitely get the access by the looks of things. We had to repair a couple of bridges. That's been done beautifully and we're ready to go.
And Colin, just before we wrap it up, is there something that you could give investors today as a bit of a sneak peek ahead of the maiden diamond drilling campaign in July? What can they expect over the coming weeks from Krakatoa Resources?
Well, interesting. We're doing another drilling campaign as well at our Mount Clare project. That's called Stone Tank. And that drilling is going to be done courtesy of a state government grant of $220,000. And the interesting thing about this is for investors is that our geophysicist ran a whole bunch of filters over some gravity anomalies throughout Australia, out of which 5 stood out in Western Australia. And out of the 5, 2 remarkably stood out. One of them was what WA1 has, that's their flagship, and the other one was Stone Tank that we're just about to drill. And we'll be drilling that probably early July, we're anticipating. And so we've got good, we've had good surface pathfinder indications. So we're heavily looking forward to drilling those 2 targets, one being the Jagger target and the other the Richards target.
Well, that's definitely quite a lot of stuff for investors to stay tuned for over the coming weeks. Krakatoa's Executive Chairman, Colin Locke, thank you so much for your updates.
Thanks very much for having us. Cheers.